Welcome to Vision Z.
Welcome back to another episode of Vision Z podcast.
I'm your co-host. Because last time we said host, and y'all was like, "Oh, that's wrong."
Eating us up.
Yeah. So co-host. I'm your co-host David.
I'm your co-host Kayden.
And y'all, we have two very special guests. Very special. I'm gonna try to introduce yourself. Y'all have a voice, so go ahead.
Who want me to go? Hey. I'm Justen Ross. In the ballroom scene, I'm known as Atlanta Prince Domino Juicy Couture. And I'm also Domino Balenciaga. I'm a queer multi-hyphenate performing and teaching artist from Atlanta, Georgia. And I'm so excited to be here.
Thank you for being here.
Thank you.
My auntie.
My name is Jquevius Hand, ballroom scene, Quay, Juicy, Balenciaga. I am a professional dance teacher, choreographer, and current student. And that's my niece.
That's my niece. Thank y'all for being here.
Thank y'all.
Y'all don't know the half of it that goes on behind the scenes, but
no, for real.
Thank y'all for being here. Y'all don't understand. It means a lot.
No, for real. Thank y'all for real.
Just talk about yourself. You just tell them something that you want to know. Tell them.
Yeah, it's like a check-in. Like, how you doing?
Okay.
How you
Yeah.
feeling? Like, what's on your mind? Like, how's your week been? Things like that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's go first.
All right, you go first. 'Cause I went first the last time, I think.
Girl.
Yeah.
Okay.
On you.
What's the tea? My tea for y'all is just I've been managing life. I'm not gonna talk about it because I don't want to.
Okay.
It's that deep. It's that deep. But the girls know. Y'all know what it is.
Okay. Do I? Okay.
It's about
Yeah.
my current situation. And I've been trying to figure out how to, just not get too much and be like, oh my God, I'm just going spiraling down, and just figure out how to like pick myself up and just like, okay, it's gonna be okay. I have a plan. Just don't stress too much. And that just goes for everything. Like whether it be my life, whether it be ballroom, whether it be friends, relationship, anything. Just don't panic. Don't spiral down, because that's gonna be your downfall. So I'm just managing how to like figure it out and not like spiral myself downward, because that is the worst thing you could do. So that's my tea. I'll have you go.
Damn,
first.
I still ain't got no tea. I was trying to like, let's see, what's my tea? My tea.
No, you think about it.
All right.
Think about
Yeah.
it. You think about it.
Okay. Yeah, I feel like I'm sitting here trying to act modest.
Okay.
But I talk a lot and I love a camera.
Yes.
Do you? I live for a camera and I like girl. I got some tea.
Okay.
I got a lot.
That's the tea.
Blow on it first. Blow on it. I was just recently on a TV show on HBO called Somebody Somewhere. I made my television debut. 3 episodes every Sunday. Is today Sunday?
Yeah,
Today
today's
comes
Sunday.
What is it? 10:30?
It's 10:14
It's 10:14.
sharp.
It comes on in 15
15
minutes.
15 minutes. Tune in,
And I'm
y'all.
in tonight's episode. Tune in.
Yeah.
And I'm also writing a show. I can't say much about it.
That's what's
But
up.
I'm writing a show that's really exciting that is going to feature the ballroom community.
Yes, word.
My daughter helped me. My mom. Yes. Okay. So, the tea, if the girls don't know, that's my boo right here. So that's tea.
That's the tea.
You know,
For the girls I know.
And I'm preparing to walk against these old ass legends at this ball because I won grand prize at the.
Wait, why are you walking against something?
So I won grand prize at the Harlem Renaissance Ball
Okay.
for OTA, and Akasha came up to me and she was like, that means you're eligible to walk the 1,000 against the legends at my ball. I said, what? Girl, okay. And I was gonna pay it because my ankle is giving, but I feel like it's Wiz themed. I'm gonna get out there.
No shade.
Can you feel it, friend?
Okay, now.
Yeah, 1K.
No shade. $1,000 performance.
Yeah, I guess that's tea.
Okay.
I might have more, but
Okay. If you feel like you have one, just let us know. We'll come back.
Right.
You got your tea, or
I
you?
think so. I feel like my tea is like not as piping hot as everybody's.
Yeah, everybody's cup of tea is their own cup of tea.
You right. This is my okay. All right.
Chamomile, lemon.
Nah, this is-
chamomile.
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 Chamomile. Like
It's not
It's all right. It's all
I
right.
tried to pay it.
It's not chamomile. What is it?
It's just like you put so much effort
On the mug.
I think it's just chamomile.
Okay.
Chamomile.
Chamomile.
Chamomile is the key.
Okay, but y'all know what I was talking about though.
Oh,
You know,
yeah.
That's bad.
Chamomile.
Chamomile, yes. Chamomile, lemon, ginger.
Peppermint.
Everybody's tea is different, but
Chamomile.
what's your tea? What's your tea?
My tea is lately I've just been studying myself really. Like I've been learning myself, learning what's working for me and what's not, specifically with scheduling. Cause like last 2 weeks I was like doing the most. Like I was really tired. I was overwhelmed. I got me a planner. Yeah. So
A physical, like that you can write.
professional.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I got me a planner and life has been much better with that.
Good.
My tea is just I'm being more organized, staying on top of myself. Just that. Yeah.
Yes, organization is key. I don't have an ounce of it, but that's key.
We gonna work on it.
Yes, you need to give me. I'm gonna
get you a planner.
Yeah.
I got my
Give me one
Walmart.
too.
I got you.
Yeah, everything is in here. Like,
But you gotta. I'm breaking set. Oh shit! You excited? Right?
Yeah. So I gotta.
But nah, you gotta. Yeah.
Getting it on paper. Okay, this is what I have to.
It makes your life way better. I'm telling you. Like when you see it, it's like, all right, I gotta do this. So you start checking shit off, and then it's like once you check it off,
It's like that's done.
it's like it's done now. I can relax and regroup and stuff like that. Versus like, oh, what I gotta do, and then you running around. It's just a lot.
Right. Okay.
Yeah.
Last but not least, what's your tea? What's the flavor?
Chamomile.
What's the
Chamomile.
flavor? What is it giving?
Right now, finna take this last class in the summer semester
Mhm.
and then apply to this program. So I'm almost done with school. And artistically, I'm working on 3 dances right now.
Like choreographing them?
Mm-hmm.
Where?
Choreograph.
Choreograph.
You're almost done.
Choreograph.
I'm like this close.
Yeah.
Right.
And all 3 of my dances.
What's missing? What's the final, like the finishing?
Just like the finish, like the last 8 count.
Okay.
Just
We're so close.
Okay.
so close.
Yeah.
I'm right there.
Okay.
Right there.
So,
And are those being performed or like?
yeah. that's-
Okay, plug it, girl. Plug it.
Oh, I don't have the information.
Okay. Coming
When I
soon.
get
Coming soon.
It'll be in the description.
Yeah.
I'll put it in the
Spring,
description.
summer. Yeah.
Spring, summer, word.
Plug it.
Yeah.
No shade.
Yeah.
Okay, word.
Okay.
Thanks for the tea. That was
Right.
hot. Y'all tea was hot.
Real
Chamomile.
hot.
Ginger,
Chamomile.
doesn't matter.
That
It
was
was
some
hot.
chamomile right there.
Lavender.
Lavender. So we're gonna get into the first segment, about being, because we are all creative artists here.
Yeah.
Whether that be voguing, dancing, singing, music, acting, we are all in that field of some sort. So this episode is very heavily about just your creative expression and your creative art. So what you put into the world, that's what we're gonna be talking about today. So what I want to start with you,
Okay.
because I co-host.
Yeah.
I know a little bit of your high school past and your creative, like how it started. So what is the most difficult part about being a creative
Anyway,
artist? Like what?
I feel like the hardest part when I used to do theater was really like, so for me, when I'm performing in like a play, I really embody a character, right? So it's not like this is Kayden on the stage. This is like Mark, Luke, whoever I'm playing. So sometimes it's really hard.
Mark, the Bible. Mark.
Mark, Luke, Jeremiah, like. So like when you embodying these characters, right? It's like you have to separate yourself from Kayden and Mark Luke, you know what I'm saying? So a challenge I used to have was literally separating my personal life from, because a lot of my life bleeds into everything. It bleeds into like everything. So like that, I feel like that's really hard in creative work. That was hard in my theater life, but that's overcomable.
Is that a word?
I don't think so.
It is.
You know,
It
I
is
be,
now. Yeah, he always make words.
I be
y'all.
making words up.
Every episode, he got a new word.
A
We just
new
gonna start
word.
making a
I'm gonna make my
vocabulary or
own
something.
Webster's, like
Yeah.
Oh, Webster's.
yeah. But that was my hardest challenge. What was yours?
I feel like the hardest thing for me just be comparing myself.
Comparing yourself to others, like other creators.
which is ridiculous because she's fab.
Yeah.
It doesn't even make sense, but I get it.
It's because like everybody's so good.
But you're great. But you're great.
Everybody, but like not even with just Vogue, like with everything, like
You
my
sing,
singing, like,
yes,
and
like-
everything I do, I'm just like, and I know it's not good to compare yourself, but it's like what got me to where I am is comparing myself. So it's hard to like pull them apart because that's how I got to where I am today. Like I would see somebody raise their leg 180 degrees, I'd be like, oh, my leg only 90. I'm gonna get my leg to 180.
Mhm.
Okay.
So it's hard to like not compare yourself when that's what I feel pushes me. But I had to talk to my father. I'm working on it. I'm trying to stop and just like trust that I am good enough, no matter who else is good as well.
Right.
But it's still hard, especially like auditions. The whole point of an audition is, well, this is probably just bad that I view it like this, but like when I go into audition, if I don't get that role, my immediate thought is someone else was better than me. And I know that's not always the case. Sometimes it's just they were better for the role or the part or da-da-da or whatever. But in that moment, when I don't get whatever I was going for, my thought is, okay, one shot, you were horrible. I did bad. Someone else was better. Someone else wanted it more. Someone else had more talent. Someone else could do something you couldn't. And so I feel like that's why I compare myself all the time, because if I didn't, I wouldn't want to work towards what they have. So it's a lot of like mental shit, but I'm working on it. And I feel like that's really difficult because it creates like moments in my head where it's like, okay, I want to stop, but I can't. I can't because I'm already halfway in the door. Like I'm already like, girl,
You want to stop what?
like just creatively.
Oh,
Like comparing myself makes me want to stop.
Like quit.
got you.
Yeah.
It can be like paralyzing.
Okay.
Yeah. Heard you.
But I can't. But that's what's going on. That's my hardest thing moment.
Mm-hmm.
Auntie, I pass it to you. What's the hardest part about being a creative artist?
That's all I'm
Oh,
gonna ask. Can I say something about what you just said?
yeah, you can say whatever.
Yeah. I feel like creatively, you gonna always kind of go through that. Like just looking at somebody else and being like, just having like that little moment where like, you compare yourself. Yes, you can work on it to where it's not that bad, but I feel like as a creative, it's always gonna be there. But you just gotta find it eventually in yourself to know that like, I got it. I got
You know what I mean?
Because even though, yes, somebody else is better, but what you got is different. Like, if you only do it
I was
the way
just
you
about to
do
say
it.
that.
Like, five of the Butch Queens can vogue. Y'all all can vogue, but it's different. Like, yours is yours. And that's why everybody go work for you, because it's yours. But, yeah. You just gotta stick with that. The comparative stuff is still gonna come in and out, but you just gotta, that's when you have to just step back and remind yourself, sit back, meditate, breathe. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm here for. This is my purpose.
Me too.
But the hardest thing for me, is like trusting myself too. Nah, I just gave
Girl, you I was about to say.
But that's why I feel like I can talk about it.
Okay.
That's why I feel like I can talk about it. Because I almost stopped being a choreographer this year. I've been doing it for like 3 years. And I felt like my students weren't really like learning. I felt like I didn't have enough as a teacher to give to them. I just started looking at everybody else teaching and everybody else's resume. And all these other dance teachers have went here and did this. And, and then I'm like, I haven't done none of that. So what am I really teaching these girls? But I just had to have one of those conversations with myself. And if it wasn't for me to be here, I wouldn't have been here.
Right. Yeah.
So I just use that to remind myself, like, this is what I'm supposed to be doing. This is where I'm supposed to be. Just keep going. Keep pushing.
I love that. I love that.
Right. That was good.
Yeah.
I feel like that was it, but I know you still got it.
Right.
Like, that was a good
Little cherry on top. Like, moved by that. Like,
okay, last one.
Yeah. I'm sitting here. I'm like, I don't even know what I'm gonna talk about. I'm just trying to like listen and receive. But somebody asked me this yesterday, and there are a lot of answers. Like one of the hardest things I feel like that about creating is like trusting, yes. Like trusting, for me, it's trusting the ideas that I get. Like having the idea and like,
Oh, I do know what you're talking about. You said somebody asked you talking about on Instagram?
yeah.
And somebody asked you, how do you find the
Motivation.
Yes.
And it's like, because for me, like, girl, I need to create, like I need to eat food and breathe air. So like, I don't need motivation to create. I be needing motivation to share what I've created. Like, okay, is this ready to be shared with the world? Is it, and I can be a perfectionist, and I'm not claiming that as like, I'm a perfectionist, I'm a Virgo. Like, no, it's not cute. It's not cute. Perfectionism can be paralyzing. And I think that I deal with that paralyzing perfectionism a lot. My struggle is consistency. Like, especially like,
you felt that? Because we both said,
it's consistency.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, I want to be consistent so bad. But it's like, truly, I be feeling like when the inspiration doesn't hit, I'm not trying to force it. I'm not trying to be like, well, shit, I'm trying to post a TikTok every week. So but I feel like there is a level of discipline, and we live in a capitalist world. So it's like, in order to get compensated for the art that you do, there's a level of consistency that you have to have. You just do. You just do. Yeah. You don't get to be like, I'm not feeling it today, or the idea's not coming to me, but like, really, like, it's not, but it's not like, like, for instance, like, people ask me all the time, I'm known for this Abbott Elementary skit on TikTok.
The girls who don't know.
Is it a skit?
Mm-hmm.
Oh, I have to see that.
Yeah, absolutely.
What?
You don't know my father? $100,000.
$100,000. Not a dollar. But I do have a lot. Ooh,
Wow.
I see nothing. I do have 100,000 followers on TikTok. I got 12K on Instagram. I'm known for making comedic content. And I did an Abbott Elementary skit where, like,
you know who he is.
I pretend.
No, but I've never seen that skit. I want to see that skit.
Yeah. Get in.
Yeah,
and
please.
people, it blew up. People ask me all the time, like, when's the next one? When I tell y'all, when I first made that skit, like, I had a good night's rest. I woke up, I went to work, and the lines just were in my head. I was serving food, couldn't even really be present because the lines were so, like, I was like, I need to go home and do this. And they cut me. I was like, oh, good. I went home, I told my sister, I was like, let's set up the camera. I got this idea. I know all the lines. Boom. And when people fell in love with it, I wanted to make another one. But it just wasn't.
The pieces aren't piecing.
Yeah, they weren't piecing. So the difficulty is, like, how do I continue and create anyway, in spite of, like, the fact that the pieces aren't piecing? Like, does everything have to be a drop the mic moment? Does everything have to be fab?
No. I feel like as an artist, that's what it is. It's about, like, it's about finding your art. Like, everything don't gotta be $100,000 worthy. It's okay. We're not $100,000 worthy people every day.
And that's my problem.
So you don't gotta be perfect all the time. It don't gotta be 10-star, 5-star.
Right.
5-star rating. I don't have to give that all the time because we're not 5-star people every day.
Because I look at other people online who they post every day, and they have content. Like, I be sometimes just scrolling. These are artists who have, like, 1 million view TikToks, 100,000 view TikToks. And then I click the ones that are like 2,000 views, 4,000. And I'm like, you got to do that, Just. You can't always have a hit this or a hit that. Like, you gotta make the yeah, and then get to where it is again. So my problem is I just always want to be fab. I always want to share something fab. I want somebody to walk away and be like, oh, that was so creative. But because of that takes a lot of energy to do that.
Well, not to cut you off, but
cut me off.
You can still be fab without having the numbers.
Right. I was just about to say that.
You can touch 5 people as opposed to touching 5 million. It's okay.
And those 5 people just needed to see that. Just those 5 people.
Everything is not for everybody.
Yeah, exactly.
And Tyler the Creator just posted about that. He was like, artists, I want you to know that, like, get away from the numbers.
He did.
But
it's the tone.
He's like,
I did see that.
Yeah, he's like, get away from the numbers, and I'm working on it.
Yeah, it's really not. It's really not. I feel like I've been struggling with that with the podcast though. Like, if I don't see numbers,
get into it.
If I don't see people reacting, I'm like, all right, like, what's the point? Like,
and how does it feel? Question for y'all: how does it feel to, like, do all this setup, organize people to come, do the questions, you doing this, and you doing the editing. I used to have to use I already know. And then, like, it's given 20 views.
Hey, Just.
Yeah.
How does that feel?
I've been talking a lot.
I feel like, honestly, it makes me feel discouraged. Like, I watch a lot of podcasts all the time. I'll be on TikTok all the time. I see people with views. I'm like, what am I doing wrong? Like, and it discourages me sometimes, but at the same time, I do know in the back of my head, as long as I'm touching one person, like with whatever I said, whatever I'm doing, as long as I'm touching that one person, I'm satisfied. Like, it's really not about the numbers if you really think about it. It's just if you touch one person, that's it.
Well, even cut you off. Even going into like the whole website thing, which is coming very soon. Stay tuned for a website with merch. It's coming very soon. It's in the works. But like even with like the whole having a website first, the main thing in my head going about having a website was like there's no numbers.
No numbers.
And
no pictures,
I know we had a discussion with our production team. Shout out to production team. But we had a discussion about like why it's important to have a website first. And it was very, very like great knowledge. It was good to know why we needed that first. But to us, like looking at just like the surface level of views, it was giving what's the point?
Because the numbers ain't there.
We don't have tens of thousands of people watching this podcast. Let's be real. We don't have tens of thousands of people watching this podcast.
Not yet.
Not yet, at least. So I'm not, to me, it felt surface level like, okay, I'm not about to make a website and have merch and da-da-da, and the girl's not buying. I'm wasting my time and money. But there's shit behind the scenes, why we need to have websites, so we understand why. But yeah, numbers, that was like, girl, I'm not doing this. We don't have nobody watching. I'm not wasting my time.
Absolutely.
But
you could use that. I don't mean to cut you off, but you could use that as motivation too to keep going.
Yeah, but also it's because like I don't really care about the numbers for real. Like you said, how to make us feel. I don't care.
I don't care.
Really?
I care. I ain't gonna
like he said, if I touch one person, I'm satisfied. I'm like, bitch, not me.
I am. At the end of the day, I am that. I just put the camera up and one person's like this shit. Nah, but no, I get it. I mean,
because like you said, like I like the cameras, I like the lights, I like the the hype of the prep for me.
And creating is fab and all of that, but like it's energy, it's work, and oftentimes I don't know if y'all have dealt with this, but people can look at what y'all do and they think that they can just do it. Oh, I could do a podcast, or I could be an actor, I could do it. It's hard, man.
It's hard.
It's hard. So it's like
hard.
It just
it's hard.
It's fun, and I'm sure it's like a lot of like heart that goes into it, and it's like it's just like touching people, but bitch, run my stuff like. This is y'all are investing a lot, you know. So it's like when you don't get that return, it's like, girl, why?
Discouraging. Discouraging.
I'll be here. I'll just be happy to be here. I'm just happy to share my experience.
It's a fab setup.
I'm happy to share my experiences, tell y'all what the fuck I've been through. And I know I've been through much, but I'm 19. I've been through a lot for a 19-year-old.
I'm saying.
So I just be happy to be here. The numbers don't matter.
Word. Live for that. Give me some of that.
Please, can you like airdrop me that? Like,
I got you. I don't live here, but back into like more creative stuff. Just to give a little bragging rights moment, just share something creative y'all done, like something that you haven't already said in like the West T and da. Share something that is like you haven't told a lot of people that you're really proud of, like something that just is like it touches you, like bitch, I did that. Whether it be by yourself, whether I just bitch, you did that, and you did it by yourself. So
it's that one little thing.
That one little thing.
I'm not saying you that.
I'm not saying you that, but you do be eating them.
You be eating a lot.
So yeah, what's one thing? No, I'm gonna ask you. You've been real silent over here in this corner. So what's something that you're just real proud of? Like, it don't gotta be big, or it could be big to you. Just something you're proud of. Time. There's a few.
I'm trying to pick which one.
You can say all of them.
Like why not? Don't limit yourself.
Listen, talk about it.
Okay, the first one, like 2 years ago.
Work.
Let me know what it is. Work.
2 years ago. Work.
Actually, it was 3 years ago. It was the first group piece I had ever choreographed for. It was for a competition team.
Word. Oh, word.
Yeah. So the way the dance, they told me that they wanted me to choreograph the piece like 4 months before. But so I'm you know, just living, paying it. I ain't doing it. I'm paying it. Like, I'm paying it. Like, a month come, I'm trying to choreograph. The piece is not piecing.
Mm.
I'm playing songs. I'm not finding the story. I'm not finding nothing. And I would just be, before I knew it, it'll be an hour past and I haven't done nothing because I can't find a song to make me move or something that make you move is not what I really want to do. And again, this is my first group piece, so it's kind of like pressure. I'm like, I want it to be good.
Yeah.
I still, you know, I just want it to be good. It's my first group piece. So maybe like so the day, like the 2 days before.
Okay. 2 days before what, the show or rehearsal or what?
2 days before rehearsal when I had to go teach the girl piece.
Okay.
Me,
This is the first rehearsal?
yeah.
Okay.
So the way I had to do, I just had to go in and teach it all to them in one day, or as much as I could in one day. Like I was gonna be with them for like 3-4 hours, so I had to just chuck through it and teach them right. So like 2 days before, me and my ex, I got to argue over real bad.
And
That fucked you up.
It fucked me up, man. I hung up the phone. I hung up the phone. I played this sad Sam Smith song. Oh, I can cuss on here.
Yeah.
Yeah, this sad ass Sam.
Can I cuss on here?
after you said
I'm tripping. It was that sad ass Sam Smith song. And I just started moving. And that was the end. Taught it to them. They performed it all year. At the end of the year, it won first place in this category national.
National? That's bad.
Work that.
But that's national. I'm not second up.
Doodle.
National.
Doodle.
Yes,
Now you
look at
hate
that.
that.
That's bad. And that came from pain. That came from hurt.
It came.
That's from the plate from hurt. Okay.
But yeah, like, and I really, like, leading up to that the whole time, I was like, what am I doing? Why did they ask me this? Like, this is like me fresh out of high school. This is like 1 year after I graduated high school. So after, it was like the summer of my freshman year after I just finished my freshman year of college.
Okay.
So it was a lot going on. I was thinking about going back to school, but I'm like, I really don't want to, but I need to go in and finish. So I was dealing with that, and then crazy nigga on the side.
Not choreography.
Yeah, so I'm like,
There's a lot.
and I'm like, I'm fresh out of high school. Why did they ask me? I do not know what I'm doing, like a group dance. I've only been in like 6 groups. I'm playing. Like, okay, like I'm qualified, but like it's I'm new here. I only been for like 3 days.
That's what I
Yeah, so, but it did really good. Yeah,
that's fab. National. For the girls who don't know, nationals is fab.
That's the whole country.
Like national.
Bitch. That's fab. So yes, claps for that. You should be proud for that.
That's what's up. That's what's up.
Yeah.
That's fab. What's the question? I was invested.
I
was invested.
The question is, what is something that you're proud of throughout your creative journey? Something that you don't typically tell people. Something that's just like, you just keep it.
Was this junior year high school? Junior year high school, I performed in 2 plays at the same time. It was wild. Like I was the lead roles in both plays. One of them was a Shakespeare play. What was it called?
He's Shakespeare down, so you need to tell him now.
Yeah.
It was kind of a tragedy.
Don't remember. I know freshman year we did.
What's one of the lines?
Macbeth, I think.
Oh!
Macbeth. I was one of the leads in Macbeth, and I was one of the leads in this other show that I was doing. I don't remember the name of it, but if y'all know.
Was it a Shakespeare as well?
No.
Okay, that's like a
regular Schneidler, yeah.
What was it about?
It was
because I did play that one.
It was about
one child. Just go ahead.
One child.
Wait, y'all went back to high school?
We didn't go to the same high school.
No, we didn't go to no.
But we known each other since freshman year of high
that's
school.
crazy.
Yeah,
but pretty much.
We tuned into our first episode. We talked about our connection.
Yeah,
first episode description. But
below.
Yeah.
Yeah, at the time, it was like a lot. Like my English teacher, she was doing a lot. Like she was giving us like 5-page essays. My history teacher was giving us like 5-page essays.
In high school?
Yes, bro. It was AP though, so it was smart.
So you was gagging and then you was doing the lines.
Yeah, and then the lines. So I had like monologues on top of monologues, and like I remember not the Shakespeare one though, because the other one came first. That one I didn't know nothing, like none of my lines, like 2 weeks before before the play. And one thing about me, memorizing lines, that's like the hardest part of theater.
No shade.
Really?
Yeah, I cannot memorize
That's
lines.
the hardest part for me too.
It's like it takes me a while.
Yeah.
I got to keep going and going and going, and I don't get it. Like I really don't get my lines until like a week before the show. I don't know how I do it.
Dang.
But
I wouldn't have went on.
The magic of theater.
The magic of theater, but
find somebody else to do that. I wouldn't have went on.
Nah, but I had a lot on my plate that we ain't had none though. It was like this specific play was like a 5-character play, so lines was lining because you got 5 people for like an hour and change.
Yeah, that's a long time.
Lines was lining, so
monologues
after monologues. Could you like? I had like 4 big monologues. One of them was like 2 pages long. And that's not a monologue. That's was an essay. It was long, and I didn't know nothing until like a couple days. But I really shocked myself. I ate that.
You had the film? Yeah, show me.
I might have to dig deep if I do. I'm not too sure, but I'm gonna try.
Word.
But that's something. Word. Yeah, thank you.
That's hard. Like
no, it is
coming
hard.
from theater. That's hard.
It's hard.
I can't do that shit. I can't.
2 plays simultaneously plus like school. That's like a lot.
That is
as a high school student.
That's
a lot.
Student, like
that's a lot.
That's a lot. So I ate that one little thing.
You ate that one little
thing. I think I'm that girl over there.
Yeah, you're not.
I'm not.
But you ate that one.
Yeah, that's something I don't really talk about. Like I really did that.
Good.
Yeah. Thank y'all.
Oh, you want to go?
I'm gonna go. Something I'm just really proud of is my my willingness. Is that a word?
I think so. That sounds more
willingness.
Right. Yeah.
Willingness.
Don't ask me. You know
I said camo meal. So I don't know.
You did say camo meal.
My willingness to not let others' thoughts or opinions about me stop from doing what I want to do. Because like I said before about like the judging myself to others, there have been people who have been like, you can't do that. I love you, Mom. But she told me I can't sing.
Really?
When I was younger, she told me, she was like,
who mom did it? No, for real. It gets to you. She was like,
you can't sing. You need to stick to dancing. Like, this is not for you. I love you. That's what I'm telling you because I want you to look dumb, but you just can't sing. I gagged her because I went to performing arts school and I sang down. I am writing music. So there's just been a lot of like, that's just like a small moment. Like there's been a lot of times that people are like, you can't do this or you shouldn't do this or da-da-da. And I've just done it because I know I could or because I thought I could at least. So I'm just proud of not stopping because it gets hard to not stop your creative journey. Mm-hmm. Very hard. As y'all hear, there's been a lot of challenges that y'all been hearing. Mm-hmm. So knowing that I'm just still going is in and of itself, I'm just proud of that. Because not a lot of people continue to do that. They be like, girl, I gotta do this, and this. I'm done. But I didn't do it. I want to keep going. I always like to add projects. Like this was an added project. I never saw myself doing a podcast. No. I wasn't in high school saying, I'm gonna do a podcast. So just keeping going. Like just keep it pushing, keep it moving. Yeah. What Kiki said, like my late great hit, keep it moving.
Like, girl, you better plug that music.
Keep it moving. Have you heard Keep It Moving? No.
Girl, I love you, Kiki. I'm keep it.
But yeah, I'm just
y'all don't know that song?
No, we should get in. Keep it.
All right.
I don't do that.
No.
Girl, okay, I'm not the number one fan. I lied.
What's that song?
I thought everybody knew that song.
I don't know that song.
I just know Virgo's tendencies.
Maybe because we was out.
Yeah, they old.
We had
Nah.
to stretch and dance to it at dance class.
Okay, now they just called us old though. I'm like, hey,
I did say it.
I'm playing. Child, we were just chatting on the phone. he gotta witness me feel it a lot. Cause like I'm not secure about everything, but when it comes to this creative shit, I'm a bad bitch. It's no shade.
No shit.
So, bitch, I'm a carry. And I know we was talking about like you gotta if you don't, girl, if you're fab and other girls look at you and they see you're fab, but they see that you don't recognize that you're fab, they'll play with you.
Mm-hmm.
So, girl, don't play with me. I'm fat.
Don't ever let nobody play with you.
Yeah.
Don't ever let nobody play with you.
Yeah. And it's not even on no arrogant tip. It's just like, no, I do this. So I'm not gonna tell the synopsis. I'll just say currently the thing that I'm most proud of is I just submitted for a grant for this show that is basically a queer hip-hop love story. That's what I'm gonna say.
Not too
queer,
much.
Not too much. It's a queer hip-hop love story. I'm writing it. This is my first time like actually like finishing up. This is my first play that I've ever written. First
Really?
musical. Yeah. First musical, first play. And so and I finished the application. God, I got my pitch deck. So if anybody else have Netflix, HBO, they said, so like what's the idea of the show?
Boom.
Boom. Right
Pictures,
there.
links,
Same.
all the things, all the things.
Right.
So I'm proud of that. And I'm proud of how I juggle all the crafts that I do. I vogue, I act, I sing, I dance, I rap, I teach, and I'm doing it effortlessly. No shame. No,
There's effortless.
there's effort, girl. There's effort, girl. There's effort. But I make it look effortless.
Right.
So
Like ballet.
yeah.
Ballet.
Now I don't do that, but
That shit's hard. It's so hard.
girl, you can help me. But yeah, so I'm proud
Separate
of
cut.
contemporary time. Listen,
Work. So you're proud of that. I don't know.
4 grand prizes in one night.
Oh.
4 grand prizes in one night in the Kiki City in Atlanta. Who did it? I need some. Who did it? I want to see.
Doo-doo. Woo woo.
Damn.
Nobody said it.
They coming from the middle.
Word. Okay. So this whole time, like I said, we've been talking about like your creative journey and how you've been navigating it, right? Now let's get into the beginning. Let's take it back. Let's get to the past.
Of the journey?
Yes. Let's
Okay.
talk about what or who led you to start your creative journey, and also I want to word it properly because I don't want to sound weird. How did you think your creative journey would play out when you were younger?
Oh, that's it.
That's a good one.
Anybody know? Anyway, y'all all look gag. Oh, you want
Right.
to? Okay. I'm gonna go.
I'm out.
What led me? Don't laugh, y'all. Michael Jackson.
Why would I laugh at
Michael Jackson. I don't know. I just feel like the girl's gonna be like, girl, Michael Jackson. But no, like, girl, I was 3 watching my mother dance to Remember the Time, and we still know the choreo. Okay, we doing it every day. Come on.
Y'all was doing it on Easter. What?
Yes. So Michael Jackson is what like just let me like, oh, he's dancing good.
So
I'm gonna dance. I was flipping off couches at 2. You can
Yeah.
ask my mother. She'd be like, girl, yeah, he was flipping off couches. I thought he was gonna bust his head open. But for real, Michael Jackson is the person who led me to just like, I want to dance. Like, I just want to move. Now, as for seeing everything play out, one time. I didn't think I was gonna girl, I didn't even know when I was moving to Atlanta until 2 months before. So like a lot of shit just played out really differently. Like after I finished, I gotta break it down. From 4th to 8th grade, I did like hardcore ballet, like ballet for 3 hours every day, 5 days a week. And I also did school. So I did that. So I thought I was gonna be like a professional ballet dancer, but I was always just like bigger.
Okay.
Ballet terms bigger, because I'm not that big, like weight wise.
Right.
I was always bigger than the other girls. So I always thought like, oh, I could be a dancer, but they, like the people in the school, they wasn't really treating me like I was one of the other girls. They was treating me like, after like 7th, 8th grade, they was like, all right, you're not gonna get into the high school program, like you're done. And so I thought I was just done.
Wow.
Like after that, when I found I didn't get into the high school program, I was like, oh, what now?
Was not to cut
That's
you
so
off,
bad.
but was this about when you was like auditioning for schools, or this is oh wow,
Like, cause my school, you can audition because I'm already in the school, so
Right.
my audition is the 2
Yeah.
months when they're coming to look at you and spectate you.
right,
And I literally saw one of the people. I'm not gonna say names because I don't need to get sued, but
Right.
they was like pointing at like my stomach, and I wasn't that big, like y'all. I'm like in 7th grade. I'm not that big, y'all. Like, but you know, ballet they give.
Right.
So
wow.
I'm a little plumper, and they was like,
Dang.
and you know, ballet got stuck in your stomach. I'm still sucking in. They like, girl, get it together. So I thought I was done. I thought it was a chop for me. But then I went to high school and I did the musical theater, and I wasn't fucking with it. I wanted to dance, bitch.
You don't want to sing?
Yes, I didn't want to. Like, I'll sing because I know I had a little 1-2. My mom didn't believe me, but I thought I thought I had a little 1-2. So I wanted to try to sing it, but really, I wanted to do the dancing for real. But the dance program at that school is not the strongest because it's a musical theater school. So I was trying to get into like the advanced dance when I was a freshman, and it's just not. That's not how it works.
Oh wow.
So I just had to like all right, clean slate. You're still a dancer. You still have all the training that you have for 4 years. That doesn't take away, or because you're not in the high school program, you can still use that in high school. So I just used that in high school, and I didn't think I was gonna go to that school until I went to like the open house, and I was like, oh, this is fair. Like the lights, the theater, like this is something I could see myself doing. So long story short, I'm rambling, but long story short, every like thing that I've done, I did not expect that I was going to do.
Yeah.
The one thing I was only for sure I was going to do was Vogue. But that was after like I like found out what it was. Right. Once I found out what it was, I was like, oh yeah, I'm doing it. I don't know when. I was 16, 15, watching Pose, thinking Vogue was old way. And when I came to the ball for my first time in New York, my best friend Tiana, shout out, I was like, oh, this is not what I thought it was. And then when I moved out here, I gagged because being in ballroom is not what I thought it was.
Yeah.
But it's still fun. It still has its fun moments.
Wow.
But long story short,
sick,
no,
yeah.
I don't be realizing what I'm gonna do until it's in my lap.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow.
I be gagging. Bless you. Oh,
Bless
I
you.
thought you were sneezing. So yeah, I be gagging every time.
I'm so glad you continued though, because look at
Me
you
too.
now.
Yeah.
Me too.
Look at you now. Like
Me
really
too.
look at you.
Up and coming.
Like
Up and coming what? No, I'm not. No, I'm not.
Up and coming. Like, give my daughter 5 years.
5?
Girl, take
In the Kiki scene?
yeah, 5 to 10 years.
That's the bloodline.
5
Girl!
to 10 years.
My Renzo all around that jail.
Come on.
It take 5 years.
5 to 10.
I'm all
Now
around
Atlanta a
that
little
jail.
different.
it's gonna fly.
So sometimes they might give a
2.
little 2-3 year.
Yeah, give me 2. I'm
But
fine.
you want the streets to deem you.
Okay.
You want the streets not
So
to
the
play
yes.
with your
Yes. Yes.
But
Okay.
you gonna be like,
It's gotta be yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
It's gotta be undeniable.
no shade. Okay. What?
Yeah.
Okay, 5 years. I don't want to wait that long. I don't think I want to be in Boston for 5 years, but
I be thinking that too.
I might.
Well, I got
I
the
might.
I might.
I don't know. Yeah, we'll see.
The world may
The
never
same
know.
way I didn't know about high school, I don't know about.
You don't know.
I don't know. So we just
Like
gonna
about you.
play the cards.
For me.
Reverse back to you.
Skip.
Right.
But
Us
yeah,
too.
we're just gonna see. We're just gonna see. I don't know.
Yeah.
But who wanna go? Who got their
You wanna
thing?
go? You wanna go?
I can go, yeah.
Go ahead.
What was that girl? Michael Jackson,
Mhm.
for sure.
Word.
Like I think I've learned about Michael Jackson when I was in like 4th or 5th grade through Guitar Hero. Literally playing Guitar Hero and beat it
I
was
live
on
for
it.
that game.
That game slaps.
I live
What?
for that game.
Like that's why I found Living on a Prayer.
Yeah.
Guitar Hero
Right.
actually gave me a lot of like old school music
Mm.
knowledge and made me go on YouTube and like girl, Living on a
Like,
Prayer.
shout out.
What's that? Whoa, I never meant to brag. That was
Oh,
I think that was-
Yes.
Heartbreak Hotel, Hotel California. There was just so many different songs, Beastie Boys, and I was like, let me just tap in. There's a world of music outside of what I hear on the radio.
Mm.
And just digging into Michael Jackson, all his YouTube clips, I was like, oh my God, like I want to perform. And I was obsessed with Michael Jackson. And my nana and I, we were like, I used to tell her, I'm just like Michael Jackson. I'm just like, and she was like, when's his birthday? And we looked up his birthday. His birthday's a day before mine. We literally went, we hugged as if he was in the house. I When we found out, we said, oh! I started crying, girl. 'Cause I was just like, I was like, that's my father. Like, I really thought that. And I would go, my family and I, we would go to this Mexican spot and they would do karaoke. And we would go every Sunday and I would just do a Michael Jackson song. And it was like these tiles on the floor and Billie Jean came on and bitch, I said, boom, boom. The adults lived. They said, ah! They were like, he gets it. They gave like, people would come up and give me $20 after. Crazy. So that was like the first moment I remember like feeling validated in performing. But what really got me into, you know, I'm a theater girl. What really got me into theater is I seen a show called Back to Love at the Southwest Arts Center. They do a summer program called Teen Artist Academy, and it was directed by Freddie Hendricks. And it was a Devise show, which for the girls that don't know what Devise mean, it just means that the actors and performers created the show. They wrote it. And there were songs in the show, raps in the show. There were comedic skits in it. It was a good show. Till this day, it's some of the best theater I've ever seen in Southside Atlanta in a little art center. And I've seen theater in London, New York, Chicago, and still at Art Center.
Girl.
Listen, and I just remember looking like, I want to do that. Like, I could do that. So the next year I auditioned for the program and I did it. And I was a part of a show called The Exchange, which was just basically kind of about like interpersonal relationships. Like, but that was the same summer that Trayvon Martin died.
Oh, wow.
So we were making pieces kind of like, you know, honoring his life. And that was the first time I remember like feeling like the bullshit that happens against Black people, there's actually something we can do about it. Like, I remember I was like, oh my God, like I can create art. And you know what we did? It was so fab. It was not fab but you did it. We got, because you know, it was like Arizona, the Skittles. So that was also the Pitch Perfect summer. So, you know, it gave me and my friend came up with it. We were like, we should do Arizona cans. And I'm gone.
Oh, that's fab.
You're gonna miss me by my hair. You're gonna miss me everywhere. You know, we changed the lyrics.
That's fab.
We changed the lyrics a little bit. We changed. And my teacher was like, my teacher said,
doing that.
I was in 8th grade, going to 9th grade.
Wow.
And like the girls were using the Skittles on the side, you know, like yeah. So and my friend and I, we came up with it, and literally my teacher was like, the whole ensemble needs to do this. So literally, she was like, everyone's homework is to go get Arizona cans and bring them back tomorrow. And we were in this big circle, and we did it, and that was just my teacher was just like, Justin, you came up with that? I was like, yeah, like I just thought like that's how we can honor him. And after the show was done, all people would talk about was that piece of it. My sister sings it till this day.
Wow.
And my teacher goes, she told my mom was like, do you really get, because my mom was like you. She was like, girl, this, I don't know. You know, she saw the show and she's loved it. But my teacher told her right in front of me, Justin could do this professionally. Like, he could do this. Like, he could be working right now. And I seen the faith airdrop into my mom's body. The faith that she had in me airdropped into my mom's body, and it airdropped into my body. And I was like, I guess I can do this, you know? And so just like, that's what keeps me driven, like trying to find like, what is it? How can we use our art and our gifts to like, you know, bridge the gap about like misunderstandings in our community, injustices in our community? That's really like, that's my genesis in theater, and that's what keeps me going. So
because the play musical,
yeah, I think it's musical. It's a musical.
The musical that you're actively working on. That's when you talk to me about it. That's literally what it is like.
Yeah, and I'm just so grateful because it's like I don't come from a theater background where it's like we're doing this play. It's like no, y'all, but we're creating it.
Oh, wow.
Bust out your pens. You know, we were acting, but they always let us know. You're singers, you're dancers. I couldn't dance a lick, sing a lick, but we came from the training of like, when you step in the room and they ask if you can dance, you say yes.
Yes, that's how my school was.
Literally, you say yes. Yeah. That's just how it is. If they say, can you rap?
Yes.
Yeah, I can. And you do your best
to do it.
You know, because they'll respect that more than
say, no, I can't.
I can't. Oh God, it's awful, you know?
Yeah.
So yeah, that's my story, and I'm sticking to it.
I love that. That was cute.
Oh.
We got that one.
I don't think you like girl.
You want to finish co-host after that?
Yeah, like damn, I don't even want to. That was moving. Like
Yeah.
my story, Tyler Perry influenced me. He was
Work Tyler Perry.
when it came to
binge.
theater. Yeah, I used to know all. Like I watched all his stuff.
Mhm.
Like binged. I knew lines. Like you call my father right now, he'll be like, "Yo, he was always saying them lines." Like I'm not calling him.
Okay.
But, he'd be like, but nah, Tyler Perry was my biggest inspiration because I just felt like every time he was on stage, specifically when I was watching his plays, every time he was on stage, he was just enjoying himself. It felt like he was just like expressing himself. And I was like, all right, I want to do that. But I never saw myself doing it until like middle school. Like when I went to a performing arts high school, I didn't think I was going to go there. Like if you would have asked me like sixth grade where I wanted to go, I would have said Stuyvesant. You remember that school?
It sounds very familiar.
Stuyvesant. I think it's downtown.
In Manhattan?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
But
yeah,
that's besides the
yeah,
point.
Yeah.
If you asked me, I wanted to go to Stuyvesant or Brooklyn Tech or something crazy like that. I didn't want to go to performing arts school till like 7th, 8th grade. And anyways, I tapped into it. I auditioned. I got dubbed from professional performing arts school.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh man, that I wanted to one chop right then and there because I was like, damn, that's Alicia Keys went to that school. Like I want to go there. You're right. That don't mean nothing. But I
You
kept
could go
going.
anywhere. There's people who didn't. Sorry, I don't mean to cut you off.
No, go ahead.
There's people that go nowhere and are fab
You
and are
right.
making millions and
You
are
right.
wealthy with
You right.
successful ass careers,
Talk about
successful
that.
ass
Yeah.
families, successful
Yeah.
ass everything.
Yeah, that's
Cool.
true.
I'm not saying don't go to school. Get your education if you want. No, get your education up to high school. High school. After
Yeah.
that, then you could do whatever
High
you want.
school,
Because I didn't go
right.
to college, so but get your education. No shade.
Mhm.
But moral of the story is
A way, not the way.
yes,
Right.
yes.
Right.
So,
right.
but sorry, continue.
Right.
I mean, cut you off.
No. So yeah, that was my journey. I performed in school, and I too saw other people like way better than me, and I was comparing myself like, damn, they sound good, and I'm like, I felt like I was whack. And then I performed in this one Shakespeare play, freshman year. What was it called? Damn.
Pay it.
The urge to list them off.
Right? And it's gonna be like this one.
We gonna come back. We
Some
gonna come
ice
back.
cream.
That's what I did in high school. I was. What's his name?
The girls love him in high school.
Damn.
Oh, what's his name?
Puck. I don't know.
No.
Nah,
I was,
Macbeth was junior
You
year.
was Puck. You was Oberon.
I was Puck's understudy.
Measure for
I was-
measure.
I was.
Measure for measure.
That's what it was. Freshman.
Dumb.
Oh, that's all right. I'll tell you about
That's
it.
a comedy, I think.
But basically,
You know that?
no. We'll talk about it. We'll talk about it.
He could be walking down the street, wouldn't know what they know.
Wouldn't know a thing.
No, but basically this theater program I was in, we would take the Shakespeare plays and remix them. So it's called Epic Remix. So we'll use 50% of like Shakespeare language and then 50% of like modern.
Really?
Yeah, it was lit. It was fab. But
That sounds sad.
yeah, that was
So you could
awesome.
just speak regular, even though it's Shakespeare.
You would speak like it depends on because we wrote it as well, so it depended on like what it gave. But
Okay.
That's fact.
basically, I was a rapper in this production.
Oh, look at that.
Yeah, I was spitting.
That's
I
That
was
is
a
so
rapper
crazy.
in this production, and I literally hated my role at the time. Like I thought it was cool, but like the rapper part, I was like, all right, this is whack. But I did the show, and we did like 5 of them. After the 5 of them, everybody was just talking about it. Like, oh, you was the rapper. Like they were singing the rap with me, like everything. Like, damn, I kind of feel like
You ain't that one little
But,
thing.
yeah, ain't that one little thing. But that kept me going for real. As far as this podcast, B. Simone is my inspiration. I
You be
love
talking,
her. I
y'all.
love her.
Y'all don't get.
I cannot wait to meet
You be
her.
like, look at B Simone podcast. Look at how she did. I'm like,
I
girl,
love-
Be Simone. Why
I-
am I
Simone, she
gagging?
was all wilding out.
Yeah, she be like,
Look
period.
at me, yeah,
Yeah.
baby
Yeah.
girl, baby.
Yeah.
Got you.
Yeah, she motivates me too. Like just watching her and her best friend's journey. I don't compare us to them, but it feels like we're on a similar path. Like it's so cool and rewarding to actually do this with you. But anyway, that's another day for another But
You can talk about that at the outro because we gotta do one thing positive.
right. Work that out.
Work that out.
But basically, yeah, those are Tyler Perry, man, and B. Simone. They still influence me to this day because I do want to get back into theater.
Because the girls don't know, you sing a little bit for real.
All right.
Because he don't like to talk about it. Doo-doo.
I don't.
He don't like to talk about
Both
it.
give a little.
Everybody always be asking me.
Yeah, I'm good. No.
Everybody be asking me, and I just feel like, all right, like, I'm a little shy with that.
Because he don't even sing in front of me, but I know he sings.
One day I will, maybe. I don't know. We'll see.
Hey.
Say it.
But
But yeah,
Yes, that was cute.
thank you.
Y'all responses was fab. Y'all all had some deep shit to talk about.
Yeah. That ate that one little thing.
That one little thing. But we're gonna head on out.
Yeah.
We always another tradition. Yeah, you good.
So one thing that we do when we close, we always talk about one thing positive. It could be anything positive, like how you feeling, what you looking forward to.
It could be about positive now, positive something that happened when you was 10.
Yeah.
It could be just something positive.
Something positive.
There's something positive and off on a positive note. Something that you want. It could be impactful. It could be something small. It don't matter.
It could be like anything.
You'd be like, oh, I like my hat today. It was cute. Like it could be little. Just something little.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'd be trying to be all deep and smoky. Like,
no, you can't.
No, but you can't.
You
can though.
Oh God! Before we get into the outro, this is the space for that.
No, literally.
This is the space to be, to say what you want to say, how you want to say it.
Yeah.
This is what this is for. We don't get the opportunity to do that often.
No, we don't.
We don't.
We do not.
Yeah,
In this day and age, we don't get the chance to say how we feel when we want. Like we don't get the chance. So this Vision Z is all about whether if you're a Gen Z, a millennial, a baby boomer, a boomer. It don't matter what age you are. Say what you want to say, how do you want to say it, because that's what this is for. A lot of people don't have the chance to just say what they want to say.
Yeah.
That's beautiful.
Yeah.
So if you want to say what you want to say, say it. It don't matter. Even if you feel like we're gonna be like, what? That's positive. It don't matter. Just say it.
All right. Well, I have been meaning to share this.
Doo-doo.
I just said that for a little trailer because what you said was fab. So that's like a little cliffhanger. You edit that and be like, watch this. What does he have to say? That's what this is about.
Yeah.
You know, so it's
No, because we was just saying we need clips.
We do.
Work. He playing pussy with me under the table. Oh shoot, not me. I'm saying
you want me to go first?
Yeah.
Okay. One thing, something positive. I went out today. We went out today before this. We had a little good time. It was like 2 hours. It wasn't that long, but I just need to get out the house. Like I just been in the house, and I just need to get out the house. Like God damn, like we were trying to go out since Friday.
Yeah, like
so I just need to get out the house. That was something positive. I needed to just get out, have a good time. Even if it's just for 2 hours, get some air, like have a good time. Surround myself with people that I care for. Like that was just something positive. Yeah, because a lot of people don't get the chance to do that.
No shame.
Things happen where they got to be by themselves. Things happen where they don't have people to surround. So I was just the fact that I was able to do that and just surround myself with you and Mike. Shout out to Mike. It was just a good time.
I love that.
We didn't even do nothing. We just went around the Beltline, took pictures.
Like literally.
We didn't do nothing.
School. My scooter was going slow.
Your scooter was giving one child.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's something positive from me. Get a little time to
He's over that scooter. And
No,
you see his eyes. He said,
it
was bad. Like
it was bad. They was all the way up there, and I'm gonna be like
in the back. Be like, let's stop, child. Let's get him.
and then wait,
what? So I was writing the birds or the limes?
Lime.
No, I love a lime.
I live for a lime too. A ride pass. I live for a ride pass.
Orange one is where it's at. What's orange?
Spin.
Spin.
It's like $8
I've never
for an
heard of
hour.
Spin.
They're not on the streets no more.
Right.
They're not on the
Spin
streets.
is affordable.
$8 for an hour.
They took them off.
Girl,
They
took 'em off.
did.
They're not on the streets. They're not on the streets. But lime is like one of the cheapest ones. It's like
because
$13
bird
for an hour.
carries. Bird is
that the blue one?
Yeah. That's the one I told you. I'm not gonna say it because I don't want to incriminate myself.
Right.
But that's what I told you.
A bird better come down and fly me up. Bitch, that shit is expensive.
I'm dead.
So I get the lime ride pass Uber.
Uber.
But aren't they partnered with Uber?
I think so, yeah.
Lime?
Bird is.
Bird?
I thought lime.
Maybe, I think.
Because I be seeing lime with the X. And they be saying,
Lime X, or I don't know.
I just ride them out, though.
We had a good time.
We had a good time.
Yeah.
I'll go. My positive for today, we entering the best month of the year. Let's just talk about that.
Oh, boy.
You a Taurus?
No, I'm a Gemini.
Oh,
We are entering the best month of the year. I'm really excited. No, I'm really mad excited for my birthday. I don't know why. I don't know what.
How old is that?
He don't like to talk about it.
No, it's fine.
Oh, but you was calling us? Oh.
He not even
I'm not old. I'm a
young.
baby. Like, I be saying my age, and people be like, damn.
He just don't like when people say that he's young.
No, I'm turning 20. I'm turning 20. And I'm excited because this is like a new decade. I feel like it's going to be a new era. Yeah, it's like, I don't know. I feel like a shift is happening for this. So I really look forward to that. I don't know what I'm doing for my birthday. Well, I do, but not to the T yet. But I'm just glad to do it with people that I care about, people that care about me, and people that pour into me as much as I pour into them. So shout out to May.
Oh, my. Shout out to May.
Shout out to May. Yeah, that's my positive.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Word.
I don't even know what you're doing for your birthday.
I don't know.
We got to
either.
talk about it.
Yeah, we will.
Because, you know, I'm going to be in D.C.
Yeah, it's all right. We're going to figure it out.
Oh, you want to be Balenciaga weekend?
Yeah, I think so. But I don't know because of my situation.
Okay, right.
So I got to figure that out first.
Me too.
But I think I want to go.
Okay, I want to go too. My positive is my mom is in therapy.
Ooh.
She's been in therapy for like 2 years.
Wow.
And like, I just got to give a shout out to my mom.
Shout out to Mom.
She has come leaps and bounds. She's a newly divorced woman, like, and that's been difficult. Just watching her struggle with that, with her trauma from, you know, her childhood and things like that. And she's really like gone into it head on, and like the only way out is through. And she has been going through it, you know. And sometimes you got to break down to break through.
Yeah.
And I've seen her do have a lot of breakdowns and a lot of breakthroughs, and that's my positive, is that she's just a glowing, beautiful woman. And I think that we're both just redefining what it means to like have a mother-son relationship that's healthy and all the things, because it wasn't always, you know.
Yeah.
So I love you, Mom, and I'm super proud of you.
Wow. Shout out to Mom.
Doing the thing.
That is gross.
That's fab. That's fab. Because therapy is not easy, man.
It's not.
It's needed. Let's talk about that.
Even trying to be consistent with doing the
And
things
she's consistent, even when she doesn't want to be. So
work, Mom.
Yeah.
Wow.
My mom need to go through.
No and I know that's like a difficult thing in our community. So that's why I was like, I gotta shed light on it. Like,
because Black people in
I
therapy
mean,
don't.
that literally is my response to my mama every time she goes, "Girl, you need therapy." I be feeling it. I can't even get into it. I be like, "Girl, you need therapy."
Everybody needs therapy.
And I be feeling bad about weaponizing that sometimes, but it just be a rule. Like, girl, you need therapy. Girl, you need
You know.
I went already. I said my positive.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I went second.
I'm sorry.
You forgot we had that.
Sorry.
Damn. No, we had that.
I guess my positive is I'm really grateful to be in here to speak with you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm really grateful.
Tell that.
I'm grateful to be in this space. I'm really grateful to, that you asked me to come here to speak. I'm glad that I did.
I'm glad that you did too.
Yeah.
For both of y'all.
Yeah, everybody dropped a couple gems today. I needed to hear all of it. I needed to be in it.
That's positive.
We doing something right.
We doing something right. We doing something right. It's a process, but we doing it.
No, thank y'all for showing up though, for real. Y'all are our first guest. Wait.
Yes.
What? Oh, yeah. Y'all are our first guest.
oh my God, did you hear that?
Yeah.
I'm saying.
Y'all are our first guest, so thank y'all for showing up.
Thank y'all for showing
For real.
up and out.
Thank
This
y'all.
is our
It's still
first.
recording.
Yeah.
Oh, girl.
Girl.
I thought the music was the exit. Oh, my God.
No.
Oh, okay, my bad.
You ready?
My mom just let it on Hawaii. She been like playing all day.
Where's Hawaii?
Hawaii.
Yeah, but it was just her saying that she
Aloha.
I want to go to Aloha.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
this is the end, y'all.
This is
Thank
the
you
end.
guys so much for coming out.
Thank you for real.
It means
for
a
real.
lot because y'all know what was going down. It means a lot.
It do.
I'm so proud of y'all.
If y'all have 10 seconds each to plug whatever y'all want.
Plug it up.
Who's going first?
I might be dropping a poetry book.
Ooh.
Look out soon on Amazon. I wasn't gonna make it public, but I might as well because I'm doing it.
That's what I'm talking about.
Drop your Instagram handles. All
Oh,
that.
That's going to be
Legendary KWA_ on Instagram and Twitter.
Yeah.
in the description. All there, everything.
Everything.
Absolutely.
Please support them.
You
Please.
can follow me on Instagram at JUSSTEN. You can follow me on TikTok. TikTok.
TikTok.
You can follow me on TikTok at Hey Justin, HEYJUSTEN. I post damn near everything I do on Instagram. So anything coming out, just check my Instagram.
Yeah.
Check that out. I'm not playing with y'all. This is my
No, for real.
My OnlyFans, I'm playing. I'm
Link in the description.
I'm playing.
Gotta take the bag.
Are you sure?
I'm playing.
He playing? Well, y'all, thank y'all for
Thank y'all for tuning in. This is the podcast, and we'll see y'all in the next episode. I'm dead.
That was
a big game. Thank you.
boom. So proud.